Good morning, dear students. Today we are going to start Unit 9, that is rational numbers. Before we understand what are rational numbers, let us see why there is need for such kind of numbers. Till now, we have in lower classes, you have studied about natural numbers, and natural numbers start from 1 and therefore these are known as counting numbers also. If we add 0 to that, then these become whole numbers. Then we had another set of numbers which were not whole, that means fractions, where fractions means part of something. After that, you have studied in class 6 about integers, where integers include negative numbers also. And we know that there is no such thing like negative numbers. This is just denoting the opposite process. That means if, suppose this is the sea level and I am considering this as 0. So if a thing is moved, if an aeroplane is flying at a distance of 500 meters above the sea level, then it is 500 plus 500. And if a submarine is moving at a depth of 80 meters below sea level, then it is considered as minus 80. So since it is denoting the opposite process, therefore one-sided up is shown by positive and down is shown by negative. But suppose if I say that a thing is there above 0, let me consider this as 0 level, and if a thing is there at a height of 3 by 4 meter above it, so it is denoted by plus 3 by 4. How will I denote a thing which is below 3 by 4 meter of this level? Because we haven't seen a number like this till now. Because if we talk of about 3 by 4, it is a fraction and fraction is always positive. We have everywhere we have studied that fraction is positive. Now how to denote this minus number, what to call this number? So for denoting such type of numbers, we take help of rational numbers, because rational numbers include all these along with the positive fractions and these negative numbers. So let us now define rational numbers. Now what are these rational numbers? A number which can be expressed in the form P upon Q, means just like fraction. A number which can be expressed in the form P by Q, where P and Q are integers. Now this is the important thing to understand. P and Q are integers means they can be positive also and they can be negative also. And another important condition is Q, that means the denominator should not be equal to 0. So any number which can be expressed in the form P by Q, where P and Q are integers and Q is not equal to 0, is called a rational number. Now let us give some example. For example, 4 by 7. For example, minus 2 by 5. For example, minus 3 by 10, etc. So all these are examples of rational numbers. As you can see here, both the numerator and denominator are integers. They can be positive also, they can be negative also, and nowhere denominator is 0. Yes, denominator can be 1. That means if I write 5 by 1, it is also a rational number. So that means any whole number. What if a whole number is there, that is also a rational number, because it can be written in the form of P by Q, where P and Q both are integers and Q is not equal to 0. So that means rational numbers include our whole numbers also, all the numbers. Whole numbers are automatically added into included in. So all these are examples of rational numbers. So we can say that rational numbers include the integers also, both positive and negative. They include the fractions also, and negative numbers like this also. Why integers? Because I have already told you that every integer or every whole number can be written as a number with denominator 1. So now they satisfy the properties of rational numbers. So all these are rational numbers. As you can see here, these are positive rational numbers and these are negative rational numbers. Now all operations can be performed on rational numbers just like we do work with fractions. That means we have and we can find equivalent rational numbers just as we do in case of fractions. Like if I have a rational number like this and I multiply both numerator and denominator by same number, so what I get is an equivalent rational number. So minus 2 by 5 is equal to minus 4 upon 10. These are equivalent rational numbers. Just like fractions, rational numbers can be shown on number line. Suppose if I want to show minus 3 by 5, so the space between 0 and 1 is to be divided into 5 equal parts. So this will be minus 1 by 5, this will be minus 2 by 5, this will be minus 3 by 5, this will be minus 4 by 5, and this is minus 5 by 5, 1. So this is our number. This is the position A point which denotes minus 3 upon 5. So A represents minus 3 upon 5. Just like fractions, rational numbers can be added, they can be subtracted, they can be multiplied, they can be divided. All operations can be done just like we do in case of fractions. You can compare two rational numbers, then they can be compared just like fractions. If I have two rational numbers and one is positive and other is negative, suppose I have 3 by 5 and say minus 1 upon 2. So automatically we can say that this number is greater because a positive number is always greater than the negative number. But if I have two negative numbers, then they can be compared just as we do in case of fractions by making their denominators same. You can do them by cross multiplying also. By making their denominator same also you can do. So it will be minus 6, and if I change its denominator it will be minus 5. So these two rational numbers, if I make them equivalent with the same denominator, so they will be minus 6 by 10 and minus 5 by 10. Now we can clearly say that minus 5 by 10 is greater. That means minus 1 by 2 is greater. So all the operations we can perform on rational numbers just like fractions. Rational numbers can be converted into simplest form. How they are converted into simplest form? Suppose I have a number like minus 16 upon 30. And we know that both numerator and denominator can be divided by 2. So let us divide them by 2. So it will be minus 8 upon 15. So a rational number is in its standard form if both numerator and denominator don't have common factor other than 1 and the negative sign is always in numerator. This thing you are to remember, that they should not have any other common factor other than 1. That means further they should not be divisible by any of the numbers except for 1, and the negative sign is always there in the numerator. If it is there in denominator, then this rational number is not in its standard form. Now this sign automatically goes to numerator. And how it goes to numerator? Because actually we multiply both numerator and denominator by same number, and that is minus 1. Now if I multiply 2 with minus 1, it will become minus 2. If I multiply minus 3 with minus 1, then minus minus plus, and 3 ones are 3. So instead of showing this thing, this point, every time we can directly shift the negative sign in the denominator to numerator, and this rational number can be written as in its standard form. So I can say that 2 by minus 3 is always equal to minus 2 upon 3.